Hello, beautiful souls. So today we're going to talk about the limiting beliefs that are decreasing and stopping your success. But before I go through that, I just want you to understand that there are several different limiting beliefs that we can hold within ourselves or within our programmation, our conditioning, our subconscious mind, and we are not aware about that we call the blind spot, and sometimes they are not even true, because there is no such thing as truth. The only truth that becomes true is the story, the feelings, and the perceptions, what we believe is true based on the story we tell ourselves and the experience we live and describe it, decode it, and assuming that is true. Because there is no such thing as a truth. The only thing that is true is what we believe is true. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video, where I'm going to take you through into the 4 main beliefs that are personally for me, what I believe are decreasing your success. And also the one thing that is also completely slowing your success creation. And after that, also, we're going to go deeper into how to instantly change your reality of your circumstances and tap into a new realm of change that you truly desire and not what you don't desire. So like I was explaining earlier, that there are certain beliefs, and for me, I chose this 4 because it's based on my own personal experience and also based on the experiences of my clients on where were the major beliefs that were stopping them from exponentially expand, grow to the magnificent, incredible version of themselves that is creating infinite and more success in their life. And therefore, it's the sense of shame, the sense of guilt, the sense of unworthiness, and the sense of failure, which most of them, and I will say all the 4 of them, they have what we call the major belief about them. And especially from my own experiences and also from my clients' experiences, the root is always no enoughness. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. And I'm going to give you an example into this so that you can grasp it a little bit better than just, giving you these different ideas in your mind, because these are just concepts. And I need you to see them as just concepts. All right. There was a time, and I remember it was last year, I had a friend of mine that came to visit me in Dubai, and therefore she was with another friend of hers that I didn't know, but I was getting to know for the first time. And her friend asked me if I could share my mobile internet with him because he didn't have a Wi-Fi or something like that. And at that time, I didn't have a mobile internet data because usually I use Wi-Fi wherever I go and etc. because most of the time I'm working home and I'm doing all the things home, and when I go out I love to fully be in the present moment with what I do. It's either hanging out with my friends or family or doing a shopping or doing whatever it is that I do. I love giving my time and fully enjoying my own experiences. So I usually don't put a data mobile internet. Why? Because I don't use it as much often. And I'm already having a Wi-Fi that I'm paying for that I'm using more often. So why paying extra money that is going to the dustbin? And again, that goes back into controlling your own money on what is the important things that you're doing with it and what are the things that are taking that money out of your pocket and throw it outside in the dustbin for certain things that you might be paying for or doing that are not necessary. But this is just a parenthesis. I'm not going to talk about this today here. Why am I giving you this example? When her friend asked me about the mobile, the sense that came to me was the sense of shame. Like, oh my God, he's going to think that I'm not successful because I don't have a mobile internet data. That was the first interaction that came in my mind with my sensation of the way on how I perceive the situation, assuming that he's going to think of that of me, of just being a failure, you know, and perceiving my success in a way that isn't the truth. And therefore, at that moment, when I found myself going into that low vibration of energy, I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Should I have to feel a sense of guilt, shame, and a sense of unworthiness just because, based on something that I chose myself consciously to do and is on my own benefits, just because someone one day asked me for it and I didn't have it, and therefore I'm going to think that I am failing, or the sense of shame just because of that. And I had to grab myself at that moment and instant and saying, Rahma, that is not true. You took a decision that is appropriate to your own needs, your own way on how you love to do things, and therefore you shouldn't excuse for anyone else. Does it mean that he's not going to judge me or assuming things about me? Of course he will. But is it my business? No, it is not. My business is to really check my emotions, my energy, and my way on how I perceive the experience and the situation is what is my business. What do I believe myself about myself and the situation is all that matters to me. Because that matter turn into matter, you know, into matter. And therefore, what he believes is none of my business. I choose to believe what I want to believe about myself, and that's all that matters. And some of you, you are out there for an instant moment that an incident happens, you creating that sense of shame, guilt, and failure around yourself just because a certain thing happened, and you just give yourself the fact that people are going to judge you, people are going to perceive you in a different way, and therefore you embody that energy, that sense of limiting belief around you, and carrying it along with you for no reason that was not even supposed to be there in the first place. So next time when you find yourself in that space, just take a deep breath, say, oh, great, fantastic, I'm aware of this. Because when you're aware about something, you are able to change it instantly. And that was my case. I was aware of what's going on in my chatter of my mind, and I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? This doesn't serve me, and I'm not going to allow this to happen. I know logic that it comes to my awareness, but it's just an experience. It's a story that I decided to tell myself, but what if I change the story and change the belief about the story, change the feeling about the story? That's what I would love. And that's what I did. And therefore my day went well, and I didn't even care anymore about what was going to happen or whatever the rest of the day. And so this is also bringing me into talking about the other thing that slows your success, which is indecision. And why is this very important for you to pay attention in here? Just know that the moment when you think about something, that you want to do something, you instantly manifested it. It's like you give life to it. From that thought, from that feeling that I want to have this, and etc. And therefore, when you go back and changing your mind, it's like you're changing the vibration, the energy, and even the configuration of that which you created at the first place, and you gave life into it. So it's like you're going and sabotaging the results. And then we have also the moment when you doubt the process, when you're not fully trusting in what you do and what you're about to create. So what you're doing in there, the energy that you're inviting in there, is not only stopping and slowing the process of manifestation, the results creation, but it completely blocks the manifestation in itself and even the power that would have brought the energy of certainty behind that creation at the first place. So when you are finding yourself constantly changing your mind, not sure about what you have to do, you do one thing and then you change your mind, oh, let me just do something. I'm going to give you an example so you can understand what's going on there in your field of energy and the way on how you are sending vibration and frequency out there to the universe to help you create what is it that you want to create and bring it as part of your reality as an evidence through results. Imagine you are writing a sentence and then you are going back and rewriting again another sentence on top of that sentence. And then you go again and write another one and scratch it down. You scratch it and you do the same thing. Will that be readable? Of course not. It will look like, I don't know, a monster or something, because nothing will be readable. It will be like, I don't know. So when you are constantly changing your mind and constantly doubting the process and constantly having to be indecisive about something, it's the same vibration. That's how your vibration and frequency are looking like, and you are sending it to the universe like, universe, this is what I want. God, the power of all creation, the source of all creation, that's what I want. And then it's looking at it and there is nothing to be readable in there. There is no clarity, there is no precision, there is nothing. It looks like a little kid who scratched into it, like looks like a tourbillon of something that is not even clear or even readable. That's why you don't see the results coming in your life. That's why whatever it is that you're doing is not coming, but instead you have what you're not fulfilled about or satisfied about because of your simple way of being indecisive, of changing your mind all the time, of doubting the process all the time. You're changing the vibration constantly, tapping into a new channel every time. Do you see now how you self-sabotage yourself through your own creation of your own results? And why is it that you're not perceiving the success in itself of whatever it is that you are putting your mind into doing and behind your intention, or whatever it might be, the goal? That's right. Which is bringing me now to help you understand how to instantly change the reality of that circumstance in itself. So if you're the kind of a person who's finding yourself in all those categories that I've mentioned above here, with those limiting belief and etc. of not feeling enough, feeling that you don't have enough, having the sense of guilt, shame, and failure, or even feeling unworthy of doing something or receiving something, and being indecisive about taking a powerful decision and go for it no matter what, here is what I'm inviting you to do when you're finding yourself into those moments. Observe the situation as what it is, nothing but experience. And then from there, take another form of action with another form of belief, which means you're going to take the action that is more aligned with the success you want. If you are the kind of a person who would like to feel more worthy, then you gotta start treating yourself in a way that will give you that sense of worthiness, and you're taking action towards that. And that's what happened with me. When that example that I gave you before, when I sensed that there was something going on there already in my energy and it was not what I wanted to actually really embody in me, I caught up myself in there, and then I instantly changed the belief. And I instantly changed the perspective of the situation. And I'm more embodied of the belief that I chose as my truth. So I was aligning more with the success that I am already, more than going back and sabotaging myself based on just a simple experience that I'm living, based on something that isn't even insignificant. You know, it's not even significant what I was about to make myself go and tapping into those low vibration. Do you see now? So always align yourself with the opposite action, but instantly taking the action, instantly changing the belief, instantly changing the emotion and the feeling. And then now allow yourself to keep recreating more of that. And if you are the kind of a person who's really struggling with how to deal with your emotions and don't know on how to understand your limiting belief, I have a mini masterclass that is actually helping you to remove all those limiting beliefs through the power of journaling. It's very powerful. It's a very powerful tool that you can use yourself, and you can reuse it more often in whatever case, and instantly changing your belief and checking your energy chatter on what is it that you're embodying in terms of your energy. So I'll put the link below the descriptions that you can grab it for yourself. And I'm so excited for you to use that tool because it's going completely to accelerate whatever result it is, but also make you understand the deepest belief and limiting belief that you hold and rewire completely your subconscious mind and changing completely the energetic chatter of your emotion and also the energy behind your limiting belief that is not serving you, and create more powerful ones that are going to serve you, and always creating the results that you want and desire fully to observe as your reality. So this is how I'm going to leave it to you here, guys. I'm sending you so much love to you guys. And guys, the doors are open next month on the 4th of April for the people who are joining us of the powerful program of 5 weeks to call From Overlooked to Overbooked. And I'm super excited because this is where we master the energy of selling, attracting magnificent clients that are feeling so fulfilling and joyful to work with, becoming magnets to the money flow, but also sell like crazy. This is where you master the energy of really powerful marketing and selling and creating an incomparable, undistinguished branding that is actually makes you feel at your highest best self and so joyful, so fulfilled, and that is what I call soulful. Yes, that's right. So I'm sending you so much love, and don't forget to like, to subscribe, and let me know also below the comments what did you got more in value through this video in itself, because this also empowers me to come and give more value to you guys that are helping you to shift, to transform, and creating magnificent, powerful changes around your life. So with that being said, I will see you again for the next video. Mwah.